So, what up? What up? What up? So, y'all didn't know that Freddie was going to host the show this week talking about Miss Andry. Okay. But before we do, I also get to talk about the rant of the day, the rant of the week for me. Listen, I don't know where y'all get y'all's driver's licenses from. I don't know who taught y'all how to drive. I'm not quite sure who told you to stay in the slow lane. I mean, to stay in the fast lane with your slow self. If you're going less than the speed limit, which is about 70, in most places 65, if you're going less than 65 or you're just going 65, get yourself out of the fast lane. Take yourself to the right. Get to the right because you're going to cause accidents. You're going to cause frustration. And listen, I don't care. There's no gender references to anything. If I'm behind the wheel, you give me um what is that called? Road rage. Yeah, road rage. Because why are you in the fast lane? You're not going nowhere. And then why you got your blinker on for 7 miles? You ain't turned yet. You ain't thought about turning. And then maybe when you do turn, why do you come to almost a complete stop to turn? It don't take that long to turn. You don't gotta go stop and then turn your wheel because that's annoying. And I'm almost about to hit you because I'm flying down the street. I don't get it. And then when you also get in a car accident on the freeway, if you don't get y'all's tails to the side of the road, because you're going to cause more accidents. Don't you know there's semis that can't stop at the drop of a dime? They can't stop. They can stop, but their weight is going to kill everybody because you wanted to stop right there for proof of the insurance company when y'all both hit each other and y'all both stupid. Okay? So go to the side of the road on that one. What's the other one? When you on the freeway, I'm going in because this is really annoying. Makes me stay in my house because y'all can't drive and it annoys me so much that I'm working on finding my happy place, and that happy place is not in my car around y'all, right? Anyway, when y'all on the freeway, whoo, or even not even on the freeway, you on a two-lane road, freeway, two-lane road, and you see everybody trying to pass. There's a fast lane, a middle lane, and a slow lane, or in a two-way lane, there's two lanes. You come from around the slow car to go the same exact speed limit and block everybody up like we all blocked up colons and dookie balls. No, no. Move up out the way. Move up. Oh my, I'm trying not to cuss. I'm doing a great job right now, not cussing. We 2-3 minutes live in and I haven't cussed yet. And I'm talking about road rage. I'm really proud of myself right now. Raw, you should be proud of me too, because I ain't cussed yet. All right. But isn't it sometimes messed up when you got all the road rage because the person driving all stupid and ridiculous, and then you pull up on them and it's somebody's sweet old granny? Ain't you a little like salty about it? Not really though, because she should take her little self and get off the road. Granny, get yourself off the road, okay? That's it. But that's my rant. How you do? Hey, looky here. Surprise, surprise. Didn't even know you was gonna be here. So my rant of the day is about driving. Are you feeling it? Do you get road rage? Look, I'm a woman, so I'm gonna also say this: gender roles and all of that. I'm a woman, but I'm a woman that knows how to drive.
Everything you said, I resonated with. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause
Why
folks
you
be
it makes you want to for real just pow boom them off the road a little bit, just like and going about your day and your business. But hey, I'm not going to do that. I'm glad you could join us, Raw. Welcome in. How you doing?
Yeah, feels good to be back. Feels good to be home.
Happy Juneteenth weekend. you
Yep,
know
Juneteenth, Father's Day, all that.
all of that. Father's Day, yes, Father's Day too, so happy Father's Day as well. you
Yeah,
know
right on cue. Yes,
Hey, and
indeed.
here we go. Here we
Yes,
go to
indeed.
Mac Daddy of them all. How you
All
doing,
my little
Easy?
babies out there. If you ever call me daddy, you know I'm expecting something
Now,
on the
here's
front
what's
step
crazy.
tomorrow.
I thought you said right on cue because she said Juneteenth, so you was like, I'm the blackest motherfucker alive. So of
That
course,
too.
I
That
didn't
too.
say that.
That motherfucker too. Okay. Happy Juneteenth. But all my little babies out there that's ever called me daddy, you know what to do tomorrow. Cash app.
Not not Cash App. Not Cash App, easy.
Cash App.
Not Cash App. Hey, so
that's what we doing tonight, huh?
that's what we doing tonight. So we about to get into it. So did you guys do your homework? We'll be talking about misandry and misogyny. Do
I
you
didn't
know
know
what
we were talking about misogyny. I thought we was talking strictly about misandry.
we are, but you can't talk about one without like at least mentioning the other. I feel like
Yeah, you can, but I'm with you.
You know what? You know what? Just
it's 5 minutes in and I was about to cuss. I said
go ahead.
who hosts.
Hold on, baby. Chill, hold on. You know what time it is, man. Come on, now. All on the table, a cast unmatched, get outclassed. Who's not typecast for telling fables? The artifacts just kick back, enjoy the panel. With true flies in all sides, get different angles. With grown talk the mission, small talk is missing. Free talk don't always equate to your addition. The difference, no misstep in intellect, delay stress. This podcast a safe bet. Stay enlightened.
All right, so we getting into it this week, this Saturday. We're gonna talk about misandry. I know it sounds like
wait. Y'all not gonna let the guests in the building or something?
We gonna let the guests in the building right about now.
well, okay. I was gonna say I don't even know where to. Hey, how you doing?
What's popping?
No, well, we talking about misandry. You know, I guess it's the neighbor next door, misandry. It's the chick that's named misandry. So, does
I gotta
everybody know what
update me
misandry
on that. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know who that is.
See, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I wanted to explain exactly what misandry was, right?
That's exactly what it is right there.
Oh wow. Wow.
I don't know who she is. We got to get in tune with our star player.
Oh, I think that's funny. Introduce yourself, please. Introduce yourself, please, our guest on the show.
Hey, I'm Dre. I just realized I got a typo, but I'm Dremo without the X.
Okay.
I host Psychopath podcast, Psychopath 2.0. Not much of a
Okay.
difference, just 2.0 because I just felt like adding something on. But yeah, I'm glad to
Okay.
be here with Enlightened Idiots.
Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. We appreciate it here at the Enlightened Idiot. And I'm Freedom Freddie Freedom Fisting Simone.
You fisting freedom, Freddie?
Yo.
You know, like the fist on the poster. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She went from thank you for coming to fisted freedom Freddie.
Yeah.
Yo.
Can't say that 5 times. Say that 5 times.
Fistum Freedom Freddy. Yeah, I can't even say it once.
Fisting fighting freedom. Yep. You be
Fistum
fighting
Freedom Freddy.
That's some alliteration for your ass, literally.
Hey, that's what I'm about, alliteration. So let me give you guys the definition of misandry because it sounds like the lady down the street, you know, Miss Andrew, who used to bake the nice muffins or the cakes or something, but that's not her at all. At all. The definition is misandry refers to negative attitudes, beliefs, or behaviors directed specifically towards men. It can manifest as personal dislike, societal stereotypes, or institutional bias. So, with that definition, has anyone experienced misandry on our panel? And how have you what did it look like? How did it manifest itself?
Manifest itself in the terms of because you are a man, I'm afraid of you. And and it is up to you to adjust how you interact with me, even if you don't know how to interact with me. So this, I deal with it every fucking day for the last 21 years. And the shit is exhausting because I'm expected to know what your triggers are, what your past relationships have done to you. I'm expected to go in the staff bathroom and make sure that it's stocked with products that I don't use, that it smells good, that the fucking toilet seat is down. I'm expected to speak as a man in a very soft voice and make myself short so that I'm not towering over you, so that you don't feel scared or triggered when I simply ask you to do some simple shit like turn your lesson plans in.
Okay. So people avoiding their work, pretty much.
Nah.
No, I'm joking.
You know what, Freddie? Just because you looking rough and tough with your Afro puffs over there.
No, but okay, so you're saying you're supposed to adjust because of misandry, because of somebody's already mindset towards you.
Yeah,
You have
so
to adjust and speak in a softer tone.
it's women treating men how they say we treat them.
And
So all these expectations that I'm supposed to follow, but then the first thing they'll say is, but men want women to act a certain way, and this male dictated society. But it's like you projecting your shit on me because I'm a man. It had shit to do with how you view society. I don't have shit to do with how the last man treated you. I'm me.
so you don't think do you have a responsibility in that relationship between men and women, period? You don't, what's your responsibility?
I have a responsibility to treat everybody like a human being.
Okay.
That's it. I don't give a fuck if you male, female, in between, confused, all of the above. You and me is both human beings. Whether you piss sitting down or you piss standing up, we put our pants on the same way. I'm gonna talk to you like a human. You talk to me like a human. But the moment it becomes you're a man, so I'm gonna behave this way towards you.
Okay.
Fuck did I do?
It's the expectation. I get you.
Yeah.
Okay. Ro, how did
for a long time I've heard you're a man, you're supposed to do. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to do anything. I tell people all the time, it's only 2 women on this planet that I'm supposed to actually care about. And if you ain't my wife or my daughter, you ain't one of them 2. I treat everybody the same. Men, women, you all get the same exact treatment from me. I'm just saying, it is what it is. But as men, I agree with Easy. We supposed to calm ourselves down, tone ourselves down. But you could wild out, scream, yell, act a monkey. But I'm supposed to be like, okay, I'm
and
sorry.
open my door for me.
That's one thing I don't do. I'm not a door opener at all.
No, why not?
Again, if you ain't my wife or my daughter, I don't have to do nothing for you. I'm just saying.
I'm okay.
Okay, so I'm a piggyback on that.
I can be
Yeah,
nice.
piggyback. Go ahead.
But it's the fact that people expect it.
I got you.
I know you expect it. I'm not going to do it.
No,
just because at that point.
The door thing, because it kills me. I'm not holding the door for you because I think you're too weak to handle a door.
Okay.
I'm not holding the door for you because I think you're incapable of figuring out if it opens in or out.
Huh.
I'm not holding a door for you so that I can look at your ass, which I don't gotta hold a door for you to do that. If I want to look at your ass, I'm gonna find it somewhere and I'm gonna look.
Hey, Easy. You know, I never thought about that until Courtney said that one day.
Yeah.
Never once did it cross my mind that I'm holding the door so I could look at your cheeks.
Never
if I held
once.
the door, I held the door. She was like, "Yeah, that's why men do it." And I'm like, "Wait, what?"
And so I hold the door for whoever the fuck is walking in the door around the same time as me. I don't care if it's a dude, a chick, a child, a dog. I'm holding the door as a polite human being because this is how I was raised. I was taught you hold the door for people. If you walking into a building and people are close by, you open the door and you hold it for them.
Well, are you opening it for them or are you walking in too? If you just
No, I'm
standing there like a doorman, like, come
if
on in. Like,
if
that's it.
y'all a few feet behind me, I get to the door. I open.
Okay.
I become the doorman.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie. I usually, if I'm opening, and I know you're a few feet behind. I'm gonna hold the door till you get there.
Yeah,
I'm not
Yeah.
really holding it for you.
yeah.
I do expect you to put your hand on that door too, though.
Or leave
Yeah.
it
If I'm,
And
cracked.
Yeah,
say thank you.
yeah,
that too.
and that's the big thing. And so I've been told. I've had a woman do this literally. I open the door. She's walking behind me. I hold the door, not thinking nothing of it. She stops and she was like, "Go ahead." I was like, "No, you go ahead. Thank you, though, sir. You don't know me, and I don't know you. I don't understand why you think that it's okay to force me to walk through a door that you open. You don't get to dictate when I go through the door." I said,
Somebody
"Bitch,
said that for real?
yeah."
Okay, bitch. Like,
I said, "Ma'am, I'm just being polite, but since you want to be a bitch, I'm gonna figure out a way to make this door slam in your face." And I tried as hard as I can to slam the fucking hydraulic door. But then here's the stupid shit. Instead of catching the fucking door and just walking in, the bitch actually let the door close all the way and then opened it.
She had to prove her point.
did
And I'm
she
like,
have a plaid shirt on or anything? Did she
she
get
drove
out
a
of a Subaru?
she drove a Subaru for sure. I'm sure. But
Wow.
I'm like, if it would have been a dude behind me, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't understand why you got so upset about that.
That's
So, but you
interesting.
was gonna like let her like walk by you, like you
Yeah.
held like,
Like
oh
I got to the door first and I just held it open because I was like, somebody's behind me.
After you.
yeah. I usually just like leave it cracked. Like, oh, like I'm not about to be the door person. Just
Yeah.
leave it
And
cracked
like,
enough. I
No,
mean,
I
I
mean,
don't
I agree with
know.
Easy. I'm good for that. I'll literally hold it, let you walk past. It's not that big of a deal. We're
yeah.
both going into or out of the facility. It's not
But
that
that's
serious.
what's crazy. People make it such a big deal, and it's
Yeah.
just like it's just a nice gesture. That's it. We don't
So
have to think too much about it.
I seen some shit. It was two different situations, but the same situation. So the first one was these chicks is moving stuff. It's these three dudes sitting on the porch. They see that it's chicks jumping out the moving van. They go over, they offer to help. The girls are like, "No, we got it." Dudes just jump into action anyway, right? They got all mad, threatened to call the police on them for harassment. They told them they didn't need any help. Blah blah blah. Like, leave us alone.
Okay.
Different situation. Two chicks moving something. Security guard outside the venue. He's standing there watching out for shit. They carrying boxes. He don't offer to help. They air this man out. You a bitch ass nigga. You just standing there watching two females carry these heavy ass boxes and you just sitting over there on your phone. I was like,
He doing his job. His job does not say mover. It says security.
I watched a video one day. This chick, she's recording this the whole time, right? She pulls up to the air pump at the gas station, and she's recording all the dudes in their car. She says, "Yeah, ain't none of these men gonna get out and help me put air in my tire. Them dudes don't know you. They don't owe you shit. Why do they got to get out? Mind you, it by the way it looks, I wasn't there, but by the way it looks, it's about 95 or so degrees out there.
Ain't
I'm
nobody
not
standing
getting out
outside.
I'm not getting out my AC filled car to help somebody I don't know for you to act like I'm trying to perv out on you anyway.
yeah.
Because if I help you, I got to be a perv to help you, but I'm an asshole to not help you. Like, let's think about that. Like, let's be realistic. We're in an age where I'm a perv if I'm trying to help you, but I'm an asshole if I don't help you. There
I
is
feel
no
like
medium.
again, I feel like these things are distorted and I guess fragmented due to social media. You know what I mean? They're going to be amplified, these situations, and then also people's mindsets. These some dumb bitches. You know what I mean? Honestly, these some dumb bitches, and the men who are acting ridiculous, they some dumb people. Why you want to be? You want to be all highlighted right now? You want to you want to you want me to say stuff like easy? You want
Hey,
me
ain't got
to?
shit to do with me. I don't know what the fuck Raw doing over there.
So
Sitting
so
here,
I think it's just interesting.
you hosting, you running the show. I'm chilling.
So Dramo, let me ask you: are you guilty of massage? I'm sorry, Miss Andry. Miss
Um,
Andry, are you
I
guilty
would
of that?
I wouldn't say to that extent. That's just entitlement. What those women were doing.
Okay.
However, I have been guilty of some instances, especially just like within past things, like how Easy was saying, how some women could be hurt by situations and you kind of take it out on the next person that's trying to get to know
Yeah.
you. I have been in situations like that, like
In
where
which
I'm like,
way um did you I guess were prejudiced or how did you
well,
display the misandry?
I, I mean, I don't know if this would be like misandry, but like I would non-trusting, then believe anything a person will say, and then I would expect for the person to read my mind, but I didn't want to say what was actually in my mind. And I'm getting mad. It's like you should know this already, but I'm like, and he's like, the
Oh,
person will be like, but like, how am I supposed to know if you're not saying anything? And I'm like, but I don't know. So I used to do stuff like that.
that's hilarious
Yeah,
because I think it's women think men are mind readers and they are not. And
at
what's so
all.
interesting is I could over communicate with men and it'd be hilarious because I'm like, he still don't understand what the hell I'm saying, but I'm over
Right.
communicating. So women out there, remember and see, here's part of Miss Andrea as well. We expect them to be mind readers and already expect them to know what to do and how to do, and then take the trash out and then wash the car and then cut the dog's nails and then do this and bring home the bacon and everything. That's part of Miss Andrea as well, where it's already deeply rooted in our belief of what the man's gender role or specific role in society is as well. So I think we're all a little guilty of it. Um, it's in your job roles as well.
Hmm.
It's if you go out to be a plumber or something, is male dominated. So it's already perpetuated as well by misogyny. That's why I said we kind of got to bring it up a little bit because it's misandry can also be perpetuated by misogyny, in my opinion, and it's men reinforcing misogyny through misandry. Does that make sense?
It kind of makes sense. I get where you going with
I
it.
get it. Yeah, I get it.
So men are reinforcing the misandry, like, hey, men, you're a guy, stop crying.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Hmm.
man
You're
up.
expressing your feelings, you're going to the therapist. Men don't do that,
Or
so that's
or
another.
showing up to the plumbing job like, this job for real men. If you can't hack it, go work in an
Exactly.
office or something.
The construction site, manly man doing all of this. The way you dress, if you dress a little too metrosexual, the Method Man said it in his song. If you metrosexual, then motherfucker, you gay. He already said it. So you can't have no style. If you a real man, you got to be stinky, no style. You know what I mean? There's also that stereotype perpetuated. Um, Now here's a interesting question. I think though. So, do you think, since we're all in the middle of Pride Month and everything like that, do you think the LGBTQ people also have misandry or guilty of it? Because they love men. Gay
I'm
men love men.
I'm gonna let Draymond go first.
I would say maybe I don't know, but I'm just gonna assume and just say what I think.
Yeah.
Maybe the more feminine ones expect,
Okay.
like manly one. You gotta be careful with the stuff you say. But like I guess they will expect some of those things, and like they'll say like I'm a queen. You're supposed to do it. Like I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
But I think it happens in their community as well.
Okay. Easy, you wanted to wait. What what
Yeah,
what you gonna say?
because these are solely and exclusively the thoughts of Easy the General. These are not views represented by the Enlightened Idiot podcast or its
Oh,
co-host and guest. Now, with that out of the way, the LGBTQ plus community is nothing but misandry.
And bullies.
It is all predicated on the idea of feminism. And where women have messed up, they have taken their cause that they fought for their rights, and they have written a blueprint and they put it through Chat GPT to polish it up and handed it over to the alphabet community. Now, what happens? Women, straight women, cis women, whatever you call them, cis, y'all have for years and decades supported transgender rights, right? Which is nothing wrong with that. But then what you've done is you got stupid and you vote somebody who was a man 6 months ago as Woman of the Year. You got stupid, and now people with penises are competing in women's and girls' sports and winning. Because you got stupid and forgot that by fighting so hard for their rights, you're giving up your own in retrospect.
Basically.
Now your daughter finished second in the 100-meter dash. I mean, when she's been whooping ass since her freshman year, but this new girl, pun intended, just hopped over the fence from the boys' side of track and field, had a gender change, and out there running times that's too slow for boys to make state, but they're fast enough for girls to win, and then beating your daughter. Now you're mad. My baby deserves her trophy. That was a biological male that she raced against. But you are the one that pushed for that to be okay.
Yep.
Well,
you think all women did that? Because I feel like some men have.
No,
okay.
not
Not
all
all,
women,
but enough did it that made it okay. And that's what a lot of don't understand.
And that is the baby birthed by the feminist community.
so I feel like they should just compete in the Special Olympics, and they will be champions there as well.
Yeah.
And that's
Like they should
fine.
have their own segment, like a trans Olympics. Oh, my bad.
They special too. They special too. In their own way, in their unique way. You know?
I just seen something earlier today, right? And this is a question I'm gonna ask for y'all too, right? Because you brought this up, I need to know. Maybe y'all two can answer this question. Dude was saying, and I've seen a few videos where women have said this, and this is the stuff that pisses me off about the internet. They say apparently if a man is hypersexual, always wants to have sex, or always messing with multiple women, then he is 99% down low or just straight up gay.
Mm.
So I need to know from y'all, right?
I don't know.
Because you brought this up. Do you believe that if a man is hypersexual, meaning he wants to fuck all the time, which I like fucking my wife all the time, I'm just saying. Or if a man is messing with multiple women constantly, does that, do y'all believe, make him down low and or gay?
I think it's also a layer of other behaviors. It's not just the fucking the women and the multiple. It's also other behaviors. Like, as soon as he like sees some dude butt cheeks, he's like, oh, I gotta go fuck a bitch. Like, is it that type of thing? Like,
the way they are explaining it, if a dude messes with multiple women.
No, I'm not gonna say yes, he's gay or something like that. I'm gonna say he probably has some issues of some sort. I don't know if he gay though. I wouldn't put it on gayness, because sometimes that behavior can be a veil for the gay shit, and I see where they coming from with it, but at the same time, you can't just base it on that. That's what I'm saying.
If you see where it's coming from, as a man, I'm trying to get you to explain so I understand it.
I wouldn't say he's gay. No. However, like, does he get angry if the women don't want to sleep with him? Is like, do you always gotta have sex? Can you relax a little bit? Because
See, y'all adding
No, but that's
layers
what I'm
that we
saying.
didn't hear. That's all I'm saying. Y'all adding extra layers that we didn't hear. Every time I've seen this video, it was never.
Well, this
does
is what I'm
all these
saying. I
things.
can't say the dude is gay based on what you're saying. I can't say he's gay based on just that. So
Right.
that's what you want to hear. I can't say he's gay based on just that. There
I've
has to
heard
be other behavior.
I've heard this version of it is a man that sleeps with multiple women is more likely to sleep with another man at some point. I don't think that's true. I think you also have to.
Oh, my bad.
You have to already have that in you. Pause. So
I agree. You can't just be turned gay. You were kind of already gay.
What I could see,
sure.
what I could see is somebody that was raised in a traditional family setting that like you're a man, you sleep with women, and they're trying to prove to their father figures or whoever that they're not gay, and they go sleeping around with a lot of women to mask that. But then they eventually like, I don't care what my uncles or my dad or my grandpa say anymore. I'm gonna just be my true self. I could see that having happened a time or two to women, and then now this whole thing come from that. But just because a man like pussy don't mean he gay or gonna try.
I thought that was the actual meaning of heterosexual because you liked it.
Exactly.
It may sound ignorant, but I do question those men who sleep with women who present as men. I know she still has a vagina, but you know,
We've had this conversation before, Dramo. So
I know. I know.
Well,
I just.
Dramo, I'm gonna tell you this. It's niggas out there.
It's questionable. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're gay. It's just
if you carved a vagina in a tree, they would fuck it. It's just
the reason I say that is because
I agree.
A woman is a woman is a woman, right?
Yeah.
And you have tomboys that, a lot of them present heavy as men, if you will. Super short haircuts, baggy clothes. They dress just like a dude. So if you see them walking down the street in this day and age, you might think that. Now, I recently saw some. Apparently, there's 3 different types of studs, which blew my mind. There's the studs that take wood, the studs that don't take wood, and the studs that might take wood. And I'm like, wait a minute, like I'm confused at this point. Like, you know what I mean?
They are too. Shit.
So when women say, like Dramo just said, if a masculine presenting woman, because technically a lot of women believe that they are living in their masculine energy. What's the difference if you living in masculine energy or masculine presenting?
That's a good point. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I just question it. That's all I am.
So this
That's
one,
a good point. I like that.
This one came across one time at a bar. I heard these chicks clowning this dude because his girl worked construction. So she go to work every day with a hard hat, boots, a vest, right? But she is a baddie, like 8.5 to 9 out of 10. She a baddie.
Probably. She lift weights every day, working out.
Just so y'all know, a lot of the masculine presenting women got wagons in them jeans.
Yeah.
And chicks is clowning dude because they was like, "What's your girl doing?" He was like, "She worked construction." I'm like, "Oh, what? Your girl worked construction? That bitch gay. She a stud." Like they clowning him, and then they started telling him he was gay because he fucking a construction worker.
Again,
they don't know. They don't know his girl. They ain't never seen her, but she is a dime. And I'm like, y'all over here looking like Ren and Stimpy, trying to clown this man.
And they the ones at the gas pumps talking about ain't nobody helping me right now.
Yeah.
They the ones out there moving their boxes like Security Joe ain't helping me. It's the mindset, man. It's dumb heifers out there. Just like that. So getting back into it, I don't know when the first segment gonna be, so you're gonna have to tell me, and I don't know if it's you or me, so you're gonna have to say something because I don't know how to communicate. So I'll say this. No, I do know how to communicate because I'm a woman.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we gonna go ahead and we gonna jump into that first segment.
Hell, we like them thick, like a bowl of grits. First of all, you already know she don't give a fuck. Second, you can best believe she gonna talk her shit. And third, it's Freddie. Who the fuck knows where this about to go? But let's get into Celebrity Wire with Dunkosaurus Rex herself, the Foxy, Freddie Montaco.
Well, well, well. Already to the celebrity news. Here we go. So first and foremost, since we out here talking about misandry and we have all of our stereotypes and the roles for men and what we say they can and can't do and what they can and can't wear, we're gonna get straight to ASAP Rocky on his tour, his Don't Be Dumb World Tour, sparks debates after he was seen wearing a thong on his tour. The picture went viral, and I think it's interesting because maybe he, his woman owns Fenty, so like his draws is free. So why not just grab a couple on your way out the door on tour and show them off for your girl, to boost her sales a little bit. I feel like that's okay. And I mean, throw on a thong or two, it's all right. But right during Pride Month too, that's what he did. And again, there's no problem with that. I think again that could be society's way of saying, keeping that the males in a gender role specific or something like that. And everybody wants everybody to be gender fluid and all of that good stuff. But somebody who doesn't really like what ASAP Rocky did, Badass Boosie got to chime in and say what he got to say. He went viral as well, talking about he said he feels sad for the little boys of the future because this is what they got to look forward to. He even called on women like, "Hey, ladies, y'all gotta start, pretty much calling these guys out. Why they wearing thongs? Why they being real girly and everything?" Again, that you want to be gender fluid and all of that, I guess, or maybe he's fashion forward. Maybe ASAP Rocky is fashion forward, especially with his woman being Rihanna. I mean, maybe that's just something they get into and he likes the way it feels. But where do we sit as society with hip hop, masculinity, and fashion? Like, where does it stop? Cam Newton is always sparking controversy with his stuff. So think about that. And as we talk about misandry. I keep saying misogyny because, I'm familiar with that. But misandry is on our brain. Moving right along, though, to Lil Nas X, he breaks his silence after being arrested last August 2025. He's opening up about his mental health, dealing with his diagnosis of being bipolar. Following his arrest in 2025, he was seen, well, not following, but he was arrested after being seen strolling in his underwear and white boots. Like, I mean, to me, as soon as you say that, you strolling around in your white boots, I'm thinking like, bro, you done did too many things last night. Maybe got in your system, but I guess his mental health is bipolar. And so he later became naked and everything like that. And he allegedly assaulted some officers, but he has began seeing a therapist and a psychotherapist to help address his mental conditions. He has, again, been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. He spoke about the treatment and how now he understands how his extreme changes in moods, his highs and lows, how that really looks and how it's a symptom of his condition. And we are in the midst of Men's Mental Health Month. So I want everybody to take note, pay attention to yourselves. Men, take care of yourselves. Go to the doctor, because I know they say, I don't need to go to the doctor. I just had this shot of liquor and I'll be fine. Miss Andrew, go to the doctor. You can also go and seek help and therapy. And it's okay that you're feeling stressed out. It's okay that you're feeling emotions. And maybe you want to cry. Maybe you feel anxious. Maybe you feel anger. I don't know. But don't be caught up in the stereotype of misandry. That's the key word for today. And go get some help if you need it for sure. But people with blah, 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 according to TMZ, he has entered a 2-year mental health program, and at the time when he's done, by the time he's done, he will be cleared of his felonious assault charges on those officers, and that's associated with his arrest back in 2025. Moving right along to another person that may have mental health issues. I think so. Maybe. I mean, I think he said it a long time ago. The one song said it, danger. You know what I mean? Like he told us, like, danger, watch yourself. Mystical, y'all. Look at him looking crazy than a motherfucker.
Can I say one thing?
What's up?
That we didn't notice?
What's up?
In his song.
What?
He said, I came in with my dick in my hand.
Yes, no. We noticed that. We
your
noticed
ass
that.
and he cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something that we didn't notice. But he told on himself on the Unpredictable album. The nigga said, did I do it? Fucking right, I did it.
Yeah. Oh no, we didn't miss none of that. We didn't miss none of that, and neither did the court on this case right here. Mystical was just sentenced to 20 years in prison after pleading guilty to a sexual assault case. I would say the word grape or frape or lape, whatever we supposed to say on these social medias, I don't know. Michael Lawrence Taylor, Michael Lawrence Tyler, better known as Mystical, okay, was sentenced to 20 years maximum sentence. The victim requested the maximum sentence, according to the Shade Room. The incidents occurred July of 2022 at Michael Lawrence Tyler's home in Louisiana. He was charged with first-degree rape, false imprisonment, domestic abuse, and domestic abuse. He's also accused, but I'm mad it was written like this. They said also accused of punching, choking, pulling out braids, and of course the sexually assault. But I'm like, well, that's summed up in the domestic abuse. We didn't need to know the play-by-play. You know what I mean? But whatever. So yeah, Mystical, I don't know what you're doing, but you also need to get some help. Because this is not the first time we've seen him in the system like this, or in the
3, ain't it?
I believe so. I didn't even want to look no further because, like, you know, it's interesting that he was released not too long ago. Anyway, we're gonna move right along to somebody who's nice and not out there graping bitches, but just impregnating them left and right. You know, Country Wayne recently took a picture with all 10 of his kids. I could not find the beautiful picture of him. They were all coordinated and stuff. It looked really cute. And some of them may overlap in age. I really didn't look it up because that's a hell of a lot of kids. And I don't do kids no more because mine is grown. So fuck them all. It's just interesting that, you know, people in the comments say it's always interesting in the comments how people were really supporting Country Wayne. Like, look at his beautiful family and all of this. And I'm like, but he got kids with 5 different women, 10 kids with 5 different women, kind of similar to Nick Cannon. And it's like, okay, he's still taking care of the kids and everything, but is that really still ideal? And people were like, well, he got the money too, but is that really still okay? He still created a disconnected home. And is that all right though? I mean, you know, just thinking about that, it's interesting. But moving along to a person who really probably he happy he don't have a whole bunch of kids, right? Because he don't even pay child support for the one he got right now. Faison Love was arrested and detained for unpaid child support. Look at him looking like a dried out turd.
That nigga look like he don't pay his child support.
You know what I mean? It's real. And he, like, I feel like he's already said it plenty of times on like different kinds of places. He doesn't want to pay child support. And also it's crazy because they said like this is when you look up the story, they're like Faison Love from Elf. Like, no, we don't know.
Nobody care about.
That's big
Elf,
worm.
I've never even seen Elf. That is big perm. That is big perm. And if you look right here, he look like A, he don't pay child support. B, he don't got no dental shit. Cause look how his teeth slid around. That's crazy. Anyway, Tiffany Lee, I guess is his baby's mom, says Love has not made any payments in years and once told her she wasn't going to get a dime from him and intended to stop working to avoid payments. So that's just interesting that maybe he said that out of his mouth, but he's being described, his lawyer has described him as being homeless and living out of his 1996 late model vehicle, claiming he only has $10,000 from the Elf royalty checks. Look, I don't know people's finances, but I Googled him and it said he worth a heck of a lot more than that $10,000. I'm just saying. And that was AI. That was Copilot. Thank you, Copilot, for giving me that information. He was jailed for 90 days and released on June 19th after his lawyer stated this: being incarcerated would hurt his client's reputation and prevent him from working. But he said he ain't working already. Anyway, he must
got a good lawyer.
Right? He must submit his financial statements by July 1st to the courts to make himself all better, I guess. And 50 Cent got a piece of it. He's out on the internet calling him brokey, making fun. He came out of his petty pocket and said some things about Faison Love, which is fine. I'm not all I got misandry, I guess, for men who don't pay child support or who don't take care of their kids. So I'm a little biased there. So fuck them all. And finally, we're going to get to our last celebrity. It's not really celebrity like that, but I mean, she made quite a wave for everybody, the Knicks fans, the everybody fans. She is the twerking girl from around the world. Knicks in 5 right here. This lady right here. Knicks are still celebrating the win of the championship game last Saturday. They still out here. They ain't even left. The rats, the roaches, the people, they all out in the streets just pissing and shit. Look how stacked it is out there. Oh my gosh. But this lady was up on the light pole twerking, and I don't know what happened between her and the other lady, but she had pulled the other lady down and continued to twerk. And that was all she wrote. And I feel like that's pretty much where we are right now. It was Juneteenth yesterday. So that was in celebration, and the ancestors spoke. And during the next celebration, the ancestors rained down, pulled the white lady off, and twerked in her face. And I feel like that was just beautiful.
She did tell her backstory on Instagram.
She did. Like, she pulled her. I don't know what she said. She said something about get your black ass or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But she yanked her for in honor of the ancestors and the Knicks, and it was nice. So hey,
that's where it's at. When she did get down off that motherfucking that gate, she beat the brakes off that white girl.
As soon as she didn't. She was in the same twerk like motion, like wow, and
she must have split on the wobbly gate.
And
I do want to add though, at least the bears are free from Mystical, because remember the bears. Remember he said help the bears, so the bears are free. So they
yo.
He has some bears. He has some bears.
The bears and the women, but
He did say help the bear. He said,
"Oh my goodness."
The grizzly bears, yeah. So
that nigga has said some outlandish shit in his time. I'll tell you that much. And then here's the other one. He had a song called "Dick on the Track," where his entire song was him personifying the needle on the record as a dick, and it was fucking the song. And this motherfucker gave the blueprint.
He's a wild boy, man.
He's a wild boy.
He's a wild boy.
Him and R. Kelly need to just stop writing songs, because they tell on themselves way too goddamn much.
It's they internets coming out.
They tell on themselves way too goddamn much. They worse than these new niggas with these smartphones and guns and shit on the internet.
Facts.
So since we are talking about, misandry and just the deeply rooted hate of men and things like that, how do you see it in not society so much, in your house? Is misandry in your house at all?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, no, is it in your house? Is it present? Nah, speak up, speak up. It done got hot now. Is it present in your house?
I
No, but
live with
see,
my 5-year-old, so
that's
no.
the misandrinous. That's the misandrinous answer, though. Most niggas is like, I plead the fifth
Right,
because,
right. Because you're scared
man,
of the repercussions.
look,
Look, this
my
is a psychologically safe environment.
my wife said this shit one time, and that was the last time she said it because I put her ass in check like 2 Nikes. She said, "Happy
Okay.
wife, happy life." And I looked at her ass sideways, and I said, "So my happiness don't matter? Because if I ain't happy, I'm a grumpy motherfucker, and you got to deal with me. And you know I can be an asshole when I'm grumpy." I said, "So what you really mean to say is happy house, happy spouse, or the other happy spouse, happy house." I said, "Don't you ever let them words come out your mouth again, because you don't want to deal with grumpy me." I ain't heard that shit
Okay.
no more.
Okay, Grumpy Easy. He's
So
grumpy.
my wife has been in the house with 3 males. You could try that shit all the fuck you want. We overrun this motherfucker no matter how you feel about it.
How do you overrun? In what way?
It's 3 of us and 1 of you.
No, but in what way? Like, how is it overran? Like, and then what does it look like? How is it like, no,
So you took the word overrun and you tried to run with it. I'm with you. So here's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, before you even try
I ain't say nothing.
it. I ain't gonna say we overrun or overrule anything because at the end of the day, with her being the only female in the house, all of us gonna cater to her more than anybody else. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But to try to be to try to have a misandry type of thought or feelings, it could never happen. It's impossible. You know what I mean? Like, and at the end of the day, you have to raise boys to deal with other women. Now, I could tell you how women are, but you're going to tell them how to deal with them. You know what I mean? Because my situation dealing with women ain't going to be the same as you being a woman. You know what I mean? Y'all, at the end of the day, y'all teach men how to treat women. I teach my boys how to deal with women. It's not the same.
Of
They're
course.
two completely different things. You know what I mean? And I think part of the issue is a lot of women are mad at men instead of being mad at the women that raised those men.
Say that
Because
again.
a lot of women are mad at men instead of being mad at the women who raised those men.
You know, we
At
need a
the end of the
round of
day,
applause, like sound bite or some shit.
For that
'Cause,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, y'all be treating me like shit. It is what it is. But
Nigga, we giving you props.
I mean, dang, like,
God damn.
see, we can't even be nice to you. Okay.
nah, but I think it just amazes me how so many women don't quite understand that and they don't see it. It's women who raise these dudes to act the way that they act, to be the way that they are, to treat women the way that they do. And then y'all get mad at the dudes. Like you literally watched your girlfriend train her son to be a piece of shit, but then wonder why he's a piece of shit to women. You're not mad at then you say, oh well, the dad wasn't in the life. The dad didn't treat him how to act like that. You did.
It
Like,
was
let's be
an
honest.
example.
If the
Mhm.
dad is not in the life, it's 100% you, and you know it's 100% you, but yet you teach the little boys how to be assholes to women, and then wonder why he's an asshole to women, wonder why he's a womanizer, wonder why he do the shit that he do. You trained him how to do it, and he watched you. At the end of the day, he didn't watch his dad; he
It's an
watched you.
example.
I'm a
You
And
I'm
know
then
a
what I
wonder
mean?
why he's an asshole to the mom too. You know.
Kids are
Yes.
I'm
a
a
product of
a
their
lot of
environment.
I'm a
That
defend some women, not all, on that topic raw, but not disagreeing with you, but
Okay.
defending some women learn how to be treated by a man from their mothers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh
then
yeah.
when the father is not in the picture for their kids, they're inadvertently teaching their kids how to treat women based on how they allow other men to treat them.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's not deliberate. There is a lot of deliberacy.
Oh no.
Not saying it's always deliberate. Not saying that at all. But let's also think about it. If
people aren't aware at
if
all.
your son watched you with 35 dudes in the last 2 years, right? What you think he's supposed to do? He watched you. So in his mind, this is what he's supposed to do.
If he see that his mama, the woman that his first love in his life, is a hoe, he think all women is hoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's your first relationship with your parent is gonna base your romantic relationship. As sick as it sounds, that's just what it is, because that's your first example of the opposite sex. You know what I mean? So you wanna kind of, fuck your parents to an extent.
I don't know how we
I get that. My cousin used to say, like, to his brother, like, "Oh, why you messing with her?" Shit, just like our mom. Ugh. And I'm just like,
you know how many times dudes say to me, "You remind me of my mom."
Oh, please don't say that to me.
And then expeditiously bend me up like a pretzel, like, "Whoa, you would do this to your mom?" Yeah. Stop me up like a biscuit and everything. Like, okay.
First of all, she said expeditiously bend me over like a pretzel.
Expeditiously.
I'm trying to figure out how we got from "you remind me of my mom" to bending you like a pretzel.
Hey, me too.
I guess, like, the comfort level, like, the loving, nurturing, I guess, aspect of you that made him want to.
If you got some kind of,
it's the balls. It's the balls.
If you got some kind of matronly kink going on, Freddie, like, you need to go talk to Hectic about that. Like, we good.
I don't. Here's the thing, Easy. I don't even. Here's the thing, Easy. I'm not even going to say it's my kink. It's not mine. It's just that just gravitates towards me.
So it's not fully there yet, but you working towards it. I got you. I'm with
you. You make him call you Big Mama?
Not at all.
Madam?
No.
Ma'am?
None of that. None of that, Easy. What are you talking about? None of that. I don't make anybody do anything. I keep telling you, I'm a starfish, baby. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing.
You're a starfish unless you're a pretzel.
That's it. Pretzel or starfish. Either way it is. Hey. Anyway. So okay, Dramo, you answered the question. Y'all both answered the question. It shows up in your households. So with misandry, because I keep wanting to say misogyny, because it's just right there. It's always right there, and it's just so easy to say and blame it on misogyny.
That's the misandry coming out of you. That's
I know. I can't help it. I just, it's just a disdain for you motherfuckers, I guess. It's, but thinking about it, is there a deeper level of misandry for a Black man as well? And what, on the after of Juneteenth, we got to think about it.
Oh, shit. On the spotlight.
What's the second layer? Because there's already misandry, right? Then there's misandry, black ass misandry. You know what I mean?
I don't got the answers right now.
I know he put you all on the spot, girl. Dang. Ro, you want to answer? You made a good expression, a facial expression for it. Like, what is it?
I think as men, it's easy for us to spot misogyny, right? Mm-hmm. And it's not what most women believe it is. But as women, I think part of the culture of not having accountability or not wanting to have accountability, it's hard for women to point out misandry or see misandry or agree to it.
Okay.
It's a lot of women, especially in the Black community. It's getting to the point where if you are a straight male, you are hated by a majority of women, which is crazy to me.
Just for existing. Just for existing.
Yes.
Just for existing.
The amount of if you do these, you are gay or down low. That's it in a nutshell. The fact that I can't fall asleep, if Easy's driving, I can't fall asleep or I'm gay.
Who said you can't sleep?
But that's crazy. I mean, that's just the internet. I really
Now,
feel like, 'cause that's
if you
crazy.
fall asleep like
Now,
this,
I'm glad you. Wait,
then
first
that
of all,
might be.
no. If you fall asleep like that, nigga, you fruity as shit. Like, your Scoville level is through the roof if you fall asleep like that, son. Like, we're not doing that.
I've never seen a woman do that.
Easy.
Like,
if
that's
you
crazy.
fall asleep like that in my car, I'm pulling over and kicking you the fuck out.
Nigga, first and foremost, I know you can't drive worth of shit, so falling asleep is the last option for me.
That's funny.
But two,
what you was about to say, Draymond?
I'm saying like I'm not saying it's not happening because but I see it on the internet. Like I've seen women say, "Oh, if he used a Cash App card, it's just like what?" Mm-hmm. But I mean, me personally, I don't do those types of things. You know what I mean? We had a conversation when I said when I called somebody sassy, but I think a sassy man is a man who's gonna like get on a woman's face, call her a bitch, and want to fight her and stuff. I think that's sassy because what's making you want to do that to a woman or even anybody? Like, why are you so angry? That's how I see it as. Like, that's what I would call a sassy man. But everything else that I'm hearing, I'm just like, I personally just don't see it. And if I do, I'm just like, you're weird. Like, why are you? What's going on in your mind? Why are you thinking like this? Why can't he pay with his Cash App card? Why can't he fall asleep in a car with a guy? That's why is that gay?
The internet means everything to most people, right?
Which is it's the internet has pros and cons. It's like I wish it never existed, but then it's like we got stuff like this. We got stuff like this.
Like I'm 100% with you. It's mad pros and cons to the internet, and the sad part is what people see on the internet is what people live by. So that's how we've gotten to a culture where we at right now, where if you're a man, you're public enemy number one because of the internet. When you see one dude do something horrible, oh my goodness, it's all men. You see the amount of times I hear all men are deadbeats is crazy to me because I know personally.
Oh, the post about to go crazy tomorrow.
Facts. Like, I know personally so many dudes that are 100% prevalent in their kids' life. But yet you hear more about the deadbeats than you hear about the good dads. Now, on the flip side of that, a lot of these dudes that get called deadbeats aren't actually deadbeats. They just don't take care of the mom. They take care of the kid, but not the mom. So he's a deadbeat because you give me money, but you don't give me enough for me to be good. You just give me enough for the kid to be good. Or instead of giving me money, if I say the kid needs sneakers, you go out and buy them. Ain't nobody tell you to buy them. You're supposed to just give me enough money for me and the kid to get a pair of sneaks. But now you got 4 baby dads. All 4 of us got to give you money for your sneaks and my kid's sneaks. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
What was my question that I asked y'all?
Is there a misandry and a more for a black man?
Yeah.
Okay. So get back to that. Was that which was you
only see this in the black community?
Okay.
You don't see this nowhere. You look around the internet. When's the last time you seen Hispanic women talking shit about Hispanic men? You don't see.
They too busy going to work and working. They too busy doing stuff.
But
unless they're black adjacent, unless they mess with black men.
A lot of black women believe that the black man is supposed to take care of you, kill yourself, have enough time for you, spend all his money on you, but at the same time have enough money to take care of everything. Like, it's almost impossible for the black man to even exist anymore. Like, this shit is getting actually sad now. We in this economy, the fact that motherfuckers believe that we're in an economy where you can still be a stay-at-home mom on a regular job is crazy.
Crazy work.
I don't think regular job.
I don't think no states, including Alabama, and Alabama is technically considered the poorest state. I don't even think in Alabama you can work a minimum wage job and get an apartment.
No, you need multiple jobs for that.
So the fact that people feel like you're supposed to take care of all the bills, buy me expensive bags, first of all, you a stay-at-home mom, but I'm supposed to take you out to eat 4 days a week.
But that's called delusion. That's called delusion, and them looking at a different they're comparing their situation in life to celebrities or whomever, or to the rich people on the top of the mountain or something.
Or the nigga
But
across the
it's
street.
unrealistic.
Or the nigga across the street that work 19 hours a day in order for her to be a stay-at-home mom.
And they don't realize that chick that's living with that dude, she ain't getting no dick, no conversations, no happiness, no nothing. That bitch is in that house mad as fuck 24 hours a day. But when she open her door, I'm living great over here. No, you ain't, bitch.
Of course, and that's
mad
the
as
thing
shit.
people don't realize, for certain lifestyles and things like that, they sacrifice certain things, and it's not just time to go to work. They sacrifice. They may get beat behind the doors. You don't know. They get verbally or mentally abused behind doors, or they're actually a prisoner because they don't get no money. They get a $20 or $30 allowance, and they gotta be controlled. But you don't know that because they go on vacations and stuff, and they do all these things. So I say this: be happy and be blessed for your situation if it's something that you could, control.
Let me tell y'all, the happiest couple I ever seen in my life.
Probably was broke as shit.
Ever. 2 homeless motherfuckers.
I'm about to say some crackheads because they be happy.
I was gonna say it was Pookie and New Jack. I was prom queen.
It was 2 homeless motherfuckers. They was the happiest couple I ever seen. Like, organically happy, not that forced shit. Not the, let me get some of your juice. You want some of my juice? You take a sip. I take a sip. Not that shit. Like, real happy. They sitting out there looking at fucking birds and shit, all hugged up, hand on the knee. She put her head cradled into it. I was like, these motherfuckers ain't got.
I recently just told some. Matter of fact, me and my wife was just having a conversation. I told her the brokest people are the happiest people on the planet.
I was like, these 2 ain't got shit but each other. Like, motherfuckers, like, it don't matter. It don't matter all the material shit, the money. Like, you got to learn how to just be happy. All the rest of the shit is an added bonus. But them the happiest 2 motherfuckers I ever seen is them 2 broke motherfucking homeless people. And then some of the most miserable motherfuckers you ever see is the billionaires. Why is Jeff Bezos divorced?
Facts.
Well, after a while, they get bored. They get bored. They don't have nothing else to do, I guess. I don't know.
No, she divorced him.
I know, but I'm saying. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not
alien.
Dr. Dre divorced, right? These people ain't happy. These people ain't happy. They rich, but they ain't happy.
I don't know who said that. That rich people ain't necessarily happy. I think after a while they get bored, and that's when they start hunting little
doing dumb shit
and hunting kids
going
and
to this
and doing
going to the submersibles, stuff. Trying to go see the Titanic and dying.
Exactly.
You know they're not happy. You know they ain't happy because they're trying to buy it all the time.
Yeah. Can I ask both y'all ladies another question, if y'all don't mind?
Sure.
Why do y'all think misandry is so prevalent on the internet?
It's clickbaity. It's easy. How is it prevalent? I mean, there's a couple reasons. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Draymond. If you was going to answer.
I mean, I don't know. I just think because, like, for a long time, before this whole Me Too moment stuff happened, I felt like we lived in like a patriarchal world. So I guess the women are just trying to take their power back, but they're just kind of like doing it extra, just with just the most unrealistic things. That's my personal opinion. If I had to give one.
I think around that time, like you said, before the Me Too, but the Me Too was such a wave, right? It was such a big, giant tidal wave of changing things for society that now I feel like it's coming back, and it's where we have to redefine what a man is, because Turning Point is out there. There's a narrative of a divide in our society. Like, if you're not a man, if you do this, then you're part of the LGBTQ or something. I feel like it's just a wave. It's the answer to the Me Too movement. So we got to move all the way back, because Turning Point is out there and they want us to be like straightforward white males, heterosexual, da-da-da-da-da. Not only that, I feel like with I guess maybe black women, our society, I'm going to roll my eyes because I've never been a part of this conversation, really. Um, it's easy to point the finger and say, I'm not happy in my life as a woman because the men out here are trash. And that's odd to me. And they're trash because they're not a man because they live in an apartment with roommates because they want to save money or something. They're not a man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's my answer, Ro. Is that good enough for you? Is that Miss Andry to ask you how good it is?
Damn.
Freddie just be all one. Freddie be all the way on.
I
What you
ain't gonna lie
mean?
to you, Freddie. I always thought that was weird when I hear women say that, though. Oh, if he lived with somebody else, like, don't you live with somebody else?
I mean, if I could coexist in some place and save me some money, but I can't live with other people. It's hard. But if I could, then yeah, I would do it. And there's no reason for somebody to get a big giant overhead expense if it's just them and they going to work in this. And for real, when women see that, you should be like, oh, he's smart. He's frugal. He's not about to spend unnecessary money. And since he's saving money, he got money so we could go out or we could go on a little vacation. We don't have to sit up there and hump in the other room where his roommate is. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me.
There's layers to that. It's definitely layers to that. I've experienced guys who lived
Yeah,
places,
like
and that's fine. But they also were just, it just was no ambition. So it's like, so
right,
I
but
mean,
that's what I'm saying. So you
yeah,
can that's what I mean. So you can live in
yeah.
your apartment, but like you said, there's layers to it. So what is he doing in the meantime? Is he really saving money or is he just can't afford nothing? You know.
But
So
see,
Might be sleeping
here's
on
one of the
airbeds and stuff, and just okay with it.
here's one of the
Right.
things that bugs me on the other side of this conversation though, is like you got somebody that got they shit together, but it's just hard out here. Like, for
oh
example, like,
yeah.
it's places like San Francisco where if you make under 200,000 a year, you're impoverished. Like, think about that. The poverty line is 200 fucking $1,000 in certain places.
What?
So
That's wild.
that man has a six-figure
I'm poor
job
here. Shit.
and a one-bedroom studio apartment
Shit.
because of where he lived. But like, you see certain shit, it's like, okay, this economy is fucked up. Inflation has happened. Everything costs more, but ain't nobody
Almost
getting paid
5%.
more. Ain't no money out here,
None.
right? And so I hate when I hear this conversation when motherfuckers is like, well, if you don't have your shit together financially, you shouldn't be trying to date nobody anyway. And it's like, but it'd be mostly niggas that say this shit. And that's what bothered me about it. Because I'm like, who you pandering to? Nigga, like that chick that you looking all on the internet at that don't know you exist, she ain't finna give you no pussy because you agree with her. But you probably the nigga that living in your
Yeah.
mama basement
Yeah.
saying that this
Yeah.
dude shouldn't be trying to be in no relationship if he ain't got his shit together, but you living in your mama basement and you trying to get bitches to come over when your mama go to sleep or get them to host at your crib, at their crib, but they got to pick you up because you ain't got no car. But do you like, but I'm single though. That's why I'm single. Like I fuck bitches, but I'm single because I'm still living in my mom's shit. And it's like,
He's waiting for the next
yeah.
person to house him.
But that's that whole, like, I don't know, that's that mentality though. We talk about misandry in the black community, like
Mhm.
it gets handed down from birth. Our mamas and grandmamas and aunties only told our sisters and nieces and girl cousins and daughters, find a nigga with money. They wasn't saying go to college, be
Mhm.
independent, have your own. You need to find you a man with money. And so many women in the black community, especially like our moms' ages and older, were married to men that they didn't love, that they didn't want.
Yeah.
But they mama looked at them and said, that man got a good job.
That's all it had to take back then.
That man, he
It's
got
crazy.
land.
Going off what you just said, Easy. It's crazy when women will say, well, I got my shit together. I'm not taking care of no dude. But a man is supposed to take care of a woman.
Yeah. Miss
Like if you telling me I got my shit together, I'm making all this bread, right? But why would I help build a dude up? Men build women up all the time and never complain about it. If one of us got to be strong. One of us, I ain't gonna say weak, but one of us ain't as strong as the other. What's so wrong with that? Whether it's male or female, why should that make a difference?
That's part of the patriarchy, though. I feel like
I ain't building no nigga. I'm sorry. I've built the nigga. I don't want to build no more. I want us to build together.
I don't know how to. I just know how to grow one.
Freddie, let me ask you one question. How did you build them? What did you do?
I did everything. I was the breadwinner, the maid, the cook, the everything. You know.
Okay, so you told me
who had the babies.
You still ain't tell me what you did to build them up.
I'm saying, like, I just, like, he didn't have nowhere to live. I housed him. You know what I mean? And that's
did
what
you
I did.
pay for a school or anything?
Like, how did you build him up?
He didn't want to go to school, but I, like, helped him with a car. I helped him get, like, his license. I helped him progress a little more so he could get a job and stuff like that.
Okay.
The job that he has now, you know, I didn't, like, I'm not going to say, like, I superly built them, but, like, I lost a lot within myself just trying to make sure he was okay when
so you did the couples things that a couple would do.
Yes, but it wasn't reciprocated. That's what I would say. It was just more me doing it for that person.
With all due respect, you didn't build that nigga. You mothered him.
That's it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess. However you want to, like, however you want to say it. But what I'm saying is, I'm just not doing that for nobody.
No,
you know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying. Like, your intent was to build him, to help him get to level next.
No. Her intent was to help out our family.
Nah, but listen to.
I saw his potential, and I saw it. He didn't see his potential, and that was the issue.
You did shit because you were like, okay, he just need this little bit of support to get X, Y, or Z.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I thought, like, that's what you were supposed to do when you were in a relationship. You help. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
when I say built, like you know, because he had nothing. So I mean, like, to me, that's like you know, putting clothes on a nigga back.
I was gonna say you bought him some outfits and some clothes and shit.
He knew how to sell some stuff out and bought some shit so he could read it up. He's smoking it up, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was doing shit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying, I don't want to say I built them like from the ground up, but shit, I put some work in that motherfucker. And they got nothing.
But what I mean by that is a lot of women believe that they are building a man because that's what they think is supposed to happen. And
I was enabling him. I'll say that.
Yeah, and most of the time it's enabling, right? And what happens with somebody with no ambition? Oh, you playing right into their hands. Oh, she gonna take care of me. I ain't got to do shit. That's why I'm riding around in her Nissan Altima all day while she at work.
That was the only thing I didn't do. That was the only thing.
With her, so she can't never go away.
Yeah,
I will fight a nigga down.
Like, when
I'm always be around if there's a baby around, so I'm gonna put a baby or two in her.
Yeah, when I think about building, like, and this go both ways. I'm gonna use an example of a man and a woman where you saw it happen, right? Barack and Michelle. While Barack was finishing school, Michelle was making sure he was good. They didn't have a lot of money. They were both students, but she was working extra. She pushed the nigga to do his best, challenged him. She told him when he was fucking up. She told him when he wasn't doing good enough, but also supported him. She didn't leave him because he couldn't buy a house and they was living in a studio apartment, listening to the refrigerator hum all night while they trying to sleep with a newborn. She stuck by him, but also pushed him. And then when it was her turn, she got to do it. And that nigga ended up being the president, right? But he didn't get the titty in the mouth. He got the pat on the back and then go, nigga, go get it. Like, that's when I think about building it.
So building up a man on the presidential level is way different than building up your average everyday Ray Sean.
But the framework is the same.
No, and I'm not even trying to, I'm just low-key being funny, but the framework is the same. But at the same time, your mindset is, these are people that considered one another as partners and saw the long game. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? They communicated with each other and said, "Hey, this is what I want. This is what you want." They agreed, and they was both considering one another. They communicated, and they was consistent with their plan. Nobody fell off. They probably did fall off a little bit, like but they talked about it and got right on track because there was a long game plan. A lot of people don't see a long game no more. They just like, let me get and use however I can for now,
Yeah.
and then they out. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think
Right.
also it's a different time with the youth and what they want in the end. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Because here's what the thing is with young people today, and it's girls and boys, but like young women today, they got a tool that our mamas had it, but they didn't have this version of the tool, right? They can get on the internet and show their feet and make $2,500
and
a
make
month.
some woo. It's work, but
They get on the internet and just put on a top that's sheer and you can see through it, but they ain't showing nothing else. They're making $5,000 a month.
well, let me well, why do you think that is?
Because niggas want to see titties.
Because of is that misandry? Is that misandry though? Like,
No, I'm saying that the reason that misandry can continue to exist so prevalently, especially on the internet, is because we live in a time where women should never have had to depend on men, but now girls know from a young age, I don't need shit from a man. I can do X, Y, and Z and get this shit on my own. It's women that are millionaires just showing their titties on the internet. No face, no ass, no nothing else. They're not fucking, they're not doing nothing. They're just showing them on the internet. Pause. But they realized at 16, 17, shit, I ain't gotta do college, none of that. I can just go set the webcam up, live stream this shit, make millions. I don't need a man. And so now what that becomes is the role reversal, right? She the breadwinner. So what does she need from a dude? So she gets to dictate the rules now, because if she do decide she gonna have a man in her life, now she get to make the rules because she makes $100,000 a month. You work at Subway.
so there's a storyline on Euphoria. I don't know if anybody watches that show on HBO, but the chick was she was internet porn pretty much. She was getting rich on OnlyFans, and her dude, he owed money to some unscrupulous type of people. So, he over there like, babe, did you post that picture yet? Babe, did you do? Yeah, I think that one will look good. Now, in the beginning, before he owed these people money, he didn't want his woman on the internet at all, right? But then now he needs it. So now, go ahead and do your thing. Spread eagle. You know what I mean? So like, I was just bringing that up because I thought that was interesting with the OnlyFans and the cheek spreading and all of that. That's all. Women, you said women don't need men anymore because of that. But also in that relationship, she was sending him money like, you okay, babe? You like, but she was also mad that he didn't have enough money to support her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but make sense though.
So the shit is full circle, right? It goes around. It's going to continue to go around and come around. Because 50 years from now, guess what it's going to be like? It's going to be
kids.
It's going to be like it was in the 1950s.
No, it will.
Forms, right?
It's the pendulum. It's always going to keep swinging. It's always going to keep swinging.
The earth is a circle for a fucking reason. Like whether you
now we just, as long as we don't go to Jim Crow times with the same thing, that's fine.
I mean, we won't get back there from a perspective of like there's gonna be whites only water fountains and shit. But we'll be back. Only. We'll be back in a Jim Crow type of situation.
But it'll be the albino crow situation. Like they ain't gonna be allowed in pools. They ain't gonna be you know what I mean? It'll be reversed.
No, because we don't have enough.
Look at it though. Pretty
we
much.
don't have enough control in the government for it to be that way.
We get into a.
We can.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I give
Who
it another
said there's going to
20
be a
years.
government around when that happens? Easy.
It will be, but I believe that in the next 20 years there will be no such thing as a 100% race person. Everybody is mixed race. Will
They
probably
say
be mixed
projecting
race by
because
then.
we keep humping other races.
Yes,
Ain't nobody
all
gonna
races
be.
is humping all races now. So if
It'll
you
be
look at right now, it ain't too many 100% race anybody. At this point, let's say under 25, almost everybody's mixed
But
with
you
something.
also got to remember that white and black thing is a whole society made up bullshit anyway to keep us.
I'm gonna tell y'all, it's gonna be two races. It's gonna be mulattoes
and easies.
And it's gonna be mulattoes.
Black
And it's
ass
gonna be,
easies.
I don't even want to use this word. It's gonna be mulattoes, and it's going to be special needs people. And what I mean by that is the people that's like ain't about race mixing, and it's like nope, they're gonna end up having to be incestual, and all their kids gonna be cousins, brothers, uncles, and aunties to each other, and they're gonna continue to do that. And this is what happens. They're gonna all be the R word.
I can see that. I can see that happening.
But it's gonna be the motherfuckers. It's like, nope, we gonna keep whites white.
Well, before we do that, we're gonna get into our next segment. Go ahead and cue yourself.
Yeah. Cue yourself. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey.
Okay. All you hip hop junkies, you think you know hip hop? Well, tell me what happened today in 2005. Better yet, tell me what happened today in 1989. We know you don't know. That's why Easy about to break this day down in hip hop for you.
Yo. Welcome back to another version of the week's hip hop news. First, I gotta say, Freddie, cue yourself just sounded like a threat. I'm just saying. I felt some type
My bad.
It sounded like a threat. But anyhow, we gonna jump right into some birthdays this week, celebrating the birthday. Mr. K. Dot himself, Kendrick Lamar. Crazy Bone also celebrating the birthday. It's Gemini season in full effect. Mr. Tupac Shakur, rest his soul, celebrated a birthday this week. MC Ren also celebrated a birthday this week. In addition to his former band group member, Mr. Ice Cube, also had a birthday. Another old ass rapper, Freddie Gibbs, had a birthday this week. And then also happy birthday to DJ D Nice. So all of these mugs celebrated a birthday this week. And then there are some that are celebrating an unbirthday, meaning that we're celebrating the anniversary of when they passed away. Gift the Gab from Black Alicious, celebrating the anniversary of his death this week. And then on this day in 2017, Prodigy of Mobb Deep passed away. So rest their souls. All the fans that love and loved ones out there that love them, show some love. All right. Some release anniversaries. We got a lot of them. I picked a few, just some ones that I thought were like very significant to the culture of hip hop. But in 1990, Eric B and Rakim dropped Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em. This was their second album, I believe. So yeah, that was when hip hop started to kind of shift into modern hip hop, the way that we rap today. Shout out to Rakim for being an innovator with that. Helter Skelter dropped their album Nocturnal in 1996, and then Third Base dropped their album Derelicts of the Dialect in 1991. Then this next one, Raw. I just want you to say, when I post a picture, I just want you to say where you were and what you were doing when you first heard this album.
Yo, first of all, I'm gonna say this is one of my favorite albums for sure. Where I was at, I can't remember. I'd be lying to you, but I know the year this album came out, we probably rocked this album that whole summer heavy. Rest in peace, my nigga Wiziano the Don.
Yeah.
This me and this nigga used to rock this album heavy. To this day, I'm gonna listen to this album tomorrow. Fuck you, John.
Yo, I was the onlyest nigga in the state of Georgia listening to this album. I guarantee it. Because when this shit dropped in 1997, I was the onlyest nigga in Georgia listening to it. Probably was also the onlyest nigga in Georgia listening to this one. Love, Peace, and Happiness, The Lost Boys. This was they dropped that shit in 97. Also, this was a hell of a week in hip hop because I had both those albums. I got them for 1 cent on that scammy ass tape thing. You pay the 1 cent, and then I would give them a fake ass name every time. But that's how I got all my hip hop albums back in the day. Queen Latifah dropped Order in the Court, 1998. This album cover is still one of my favorites of all time. I don't know. It's just the fucking fire hair crown on the Queen. Like, I this album cover is still one of my favorites. Like, it to be honest, it inspired the album art from my first album, PTSD. If you go back and take a look at that, it was inspired by this album cover. And then Mac 10 dropped his self-titled debut album, Mac 10, in 1995. Had many features on there, including the likes of Ice Cube and others. This was one hell of an album. If you wasn't really a West Coast hip hop head, you probably didn't get into it. But Mac 10 was that dude. Mac 10, still that dude. I wish him and Ice Cube could patch up their little shit. But anyway, talking about some events that happened in hip hop history that made history. 2 years ago, Mr. Kendrick Lamar did the pop out in LA. He held one of the largest parties, hip hop concerts in LA. He brought out rappers from all different parts of California, all different sets and gangs and different things to rock the stage. Brought unity. He had Crips, Bloods, or whatever else in the building. And it was a good time. Nobody got shot. Nobody got in a fight. Everybody had a great time. We need more of this. So thank you for doing that for the culture, Kung Fu Kenny. And then MCA Records. I know this ain't quite hip hop, but like I think that this band, these gentlemen in this photo, kind of influenced the transition between hip hop and R&B to what it has become. But MCA is some cold motherfuckers for this. On the same day, they dropped not only New Edition's album, Heartbreak, they also dropped Bobby Brown's album, Don't Be Cruel, on the same exact motherfucking day. That's a masterpiece shit if I ever heard it.
Facts.
Like, that's crazy. That is a moment. That is historical.
It's funny. I just was recently watching the BET buyout joint of them.
Yeah.
Bobby was a wild motherfucker, boy.
Wild boy. Bobby didn't give two fucks. Like, Michael Jackson should have been more like Bobby, except for the crack.
Yo.
Except for the crack, Michael. You leave the crack alone. Well, some
The crack
current
made him
news.
wild.
And I know you're getting bored. Yo, but shout out that nigga Bobby. Hey, in current news, platinum selling producer Tay Keith, most famously known for his hits with Sexy Red, Drake, Block Boy JB, Lil Baby, Moneybag Yo, Key Glock, the list goes on. He has worked with damn near everybody. He's one of the most promising young producers, but he passed away this week. Prayers, thoughts going out to the family and friends of Tay Keith. Rest in peace, young man.
Did
It
they
makes
say
me.
what happened?
They still don't know the cause of his
He
death
was
yet.
young too.
He was
Yeah.
very young. I think he was 29. And
29, yeah.
you know, some interesting things because you learn things about people after they die that I wish were highlighted when they were alive, right? This young man went to what was the college? But he had his degree. He went to school, and when he graduated, he decided to go. He went to Middle Tennessee State. He graduated from Middle Tennessee State and went on to be a Grammy-winning record producer. I wish they would highlight that more in hip hop, like motherfuckers like 2 Chainz with a master's degree. 2 Chainz also played basketball at Alabama State. A lot of people don't even know that, but highlight that shit. Talk about it. All right. But speaking of motherfuckers that should have been college educated, Mr. T.I., the king, bitch. He's saying it's the last one. He just held a listening party for his upcoming album, Kill the King. He's saying it's going to be his last album. All the attendees, there's a clip of him, asking people not to record or take videos or pictures or shit like that. And then he made everybody sign an NDA. But
wait, ain't that wait, an NDA to listening party? Don't you want people to hype it up a little bit?
Yeah, but like not give specifics.
You don't want to leak.
No, I get that, but I mean, you at least want them to be like that shit.
Yeah, and people been talking about it. So, Mr. What's his name? Don P. He's co-host of the Atlanta Culture podcast. He was at the listening party, and he didn't give away any details about the album, but he did say, in his opinion, this is T.I.'s greatest album of his career, and that this album solidifies T.I. as the best rapper ever out of Atlanta. Say surpassing Andre 3000 and all others. So
I mean, the fact that 3K never dropped an album,
yeah.
I'm with
Anyhow, we're not gonna get into that. we're not gonna get into that. But I'm excited. I might do a review of this album because y'all know how big a T.I. fan I am. So this like, if this the last one, especially, and Don P saying this is his best one, I'm gonna has to hear it. I'm gonna has to first day. I already pre-saved that motherfucker on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon. So I'm gonna make sure I hear it. I'm gonna make sure. But I'm just gonna say this. Tip. It better live up to what Don P said. It better live up to what Don P said. Anyway, well, happy Juneteenth, everybody. To celebrate Juneteenth, Clarksdale, Mississippi, celebrated by naming a street after Rick Ross, Mr. Rose himself.
In
Mississippi. So this is what I did not know. I didn't know the nigga was born in Mississippi. I thought that he was from the MIAO, Carroll City Cartel, Lil Zoe, his whole life. I ain't know that Ross is originally from Mississippi.
How old was he when he moved out of there?
I don't quite know. I got to do some research on that, but I'm sure he probably was young enough that he can say he's from Florida. But
I feel like if you spent majority of your teen years somewhere, that's where you from.
Yeah.
Right.
But
high school.
I was just like, I just thought he was from Miami the whole time. He does say in the one song in Magnificent that he hang with vice lords when he visit Mississippi. But I just thought that he was just going out there to fuck around. And in my mind, I'm like, why the fuck would you ever go to Mississippi? But
he was born in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and raised in Carroll City, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, he was just born there, and they happy that his name is graced that city.
Yeah. So they giving that nigga a whole street. And when I first saw this, I actually thought they was talking about the real Rick Ross. Because I was like, oh yeah, his country ass probably was born in the South and moved to LA and stole all that dope. But they're talking about the fat Rick Ross. Anyhow, Chris Brown, Mr. Breezy himself, was in a little bit of hot water here recently. He was being sued for $90 million by a cleaning lady because his dog bit her ass. Okay, $90 million for a dog bite, right? So he caught a break though because the case was ruled a mistrial this week, and they interviewed Breezy afterwards, asking him like what he thought, and his response was, "It happens. I like your outfit though." So Breezy not saying shit, but I'm like, damn. Maybe the cleaning lady needs to stay out people's dogs' faces first and foremost, but $90 million for a dog bite?
Well, I think they go the highest because they're gonna get something.
Yeah, but
That's what I think. Yeah, but 90 million is crazy.
yeah, she's walking away with puncture wounds and lint, and Chris will be on his way to Denver. Chris will be on his way to Denver this week, on his tour, the Raymond Brown tour with Usher. They are playing in Denver this Friday, and I'm a little bit. Let me say
You
this.
jealous? You want to get your picture with him?
Nah, I'm gonna say
Oh.
this. Okay, shameless plug, but I'm gonna say it. Okay, ladies. First of all, fellas, if you taking your lady to the Chris Brown concert this week and Usher, all right, just understand two things gonna happen. One, Usher gonna feed her cherries. So if you want your bitch getting fed cherries, if you want to pay $40,000 to watch your bitch get fed cherries, and then pay an additional $2,500 to take her backstage so she can rub her coochie on Chris Brown's sideburn tattoos,
Not shut
then
up.
by all means, go ahead and do that. But you can pay $25 this Friday night and bring your bitch to my show, and she can get backstage passes for free. And I will let her sit on my lap and feed her hot Cheetos and tell her she cute. And you ain't got to pay a dime. And in addition to that, you can get a $25 store credit to Crystal Leaves for purchasing a ticket. If you get 2 tickets, that's a $50 store credit, and you get some free $420.
Hey.
So fuck going to Chris Brown and Usher, where you're gonna be embarrassed as a man and jealous and beat her ass on the way home, and then you can get a DUI and a domestic violence charge. Bring her to Easy Show this Friday on the 26th of June, and enjoy a really good show of hip hop and get some free 420 in addition. But if y'all want to do that Chris Brown shit, go ahead and lose your little, $7,000 tickets or whatever. But sorry, shameless plug. I just had to get that out there. But anyhow, that's the hip hop news for this week. Puncture wounds and lint is all I got.
Puncture wounds and lint. Puncture wounds and lint. Well, I guess. Wow, right? Wow is correct. So before we get out of here, we got a little bit of time. So I got one more question. Just one more question for everybody. About Miss Andry. One, how has it shaped you as men? These are for the guys, Dramo. How has it shaped you as men growing up in your childhood, and has it changed you over the years? Like, did you have one definition and then it matured into something else with Miss Andry? Is that a good question?
Me personally, I mean, I've always seen it, but I didn't know it was a term for it. So
Okay.
I can't say that it shaped me one way or another, because I'm gonna still be me, no matter how y'all feel about it. I mean, if you don't like me being a man, then it's kind of on you at that point. If I'm being honest with you, I don't, I don't believe I should have to change who I am as a person because you don't like men. You might want to go to that planet that they keep talking about with all women and start eating some pussy. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just saying, like, what do you want me to do about it? Am I supposed to? I'm not expecting you to change because I'm upset about something. A lot of women believe men should change. I'm just not the man that's going to do it.
Okay, easy.
So, like Ross said, I've been able to recognize it, but I never knew there was a term for it until a few years ago. And I don't think it really molded me to be a man, but it did dictate how I interact with women growing up. Because even growing up, I had this idea of these things are manly and these things are not, and this is how a man should act and how a man should be. And to be quite honest, a lot of that was taught to me by the other men in my life because they learned from women. So as I've gotten older and seen it more in professional settings, it has forced me, unfortunately, to be mindful of shit that I really shouldn't have to be thinking about, because at the end of the day, we're doing a job, right? And there's some shit where I get it, right? So for example, I run the studio. If I got female clients over here, I make sure my wife is at home. For no other reason that there's another woman in the house and you feel safe. And being that it's my wife, it takes away the element in your mind that I'm gonna try to come on to you, hit on you,
you
anything.
hope it take away the
Hope,
element.
right? Hoping, but at least there's another woman in the house, so you feel safe, right? Or shit like doing beats or mixing or doing features and shit. And I hear this shit happens all the time. And unfortunately, I've witnessed it where niggas is like, you good, shorty? Just slide me your number. Right?
Right.
So like, but I have to interact differently.
Them niggas is weird, son.
They weird as fuck. But I have to interact differently with female artists and clients due to how they perceive all men in the industry based on experiences with one or two, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my other job, same shit. I have to be mindful of shit like, you know, don't speak in my regular voice because it's too deep and loud. If I'm having
I've never, excuse me, sorry, but I've never in my life heard somebody say, please don't talk in your normal voice because you're frightening me. I've never ever heard that in my adult life.
Freddie, I've heard that so many times that I don't even pay attention to it anymore.
I understand for you, Raw. But I'm talking about easy. I'm talking about easy. I get raw.
Damn.
Like, can you talk to me in your inside voice, please, Raw? You're so aggressive and shit when you talk.
I walked into a room one day, literally, no bullshit. I walked in, I said, good morning, everybody. And somebody said, you always walk into a room trying to intimidate people. I said, wait a minute. I said, good morning.
I said, good morning, bitch.
That's all I said. Yeah, but
actually gangbanging on breakfast.
But every time you walk into a room, it's like you trying to force us to bow down to you. I said good morning.
See,
if
that's
if good morning intimidated you, that's a you problem.
I was gonna say that is her shit coming out.
Yeah.
That's her projection.
Yeah.
She over here isn't intimidated by you, and she's letting it be known. That's all.
Well, whose fault is that? That's not my fault.
That's not on you.
Yeah,
I get that too.
But
you're intimidating. I just said hello. What you talking about?
Yeah, but it's one of two reasons. It's because you're a man or because you're black, and sometimes it's both. And in my case, it has been said to my face.
Cause
I responded how I did because I was triggered by you being a big black man.
Oh wow.
This exact statement has been said to HR. So when HR came to me, I said, well, I like to file a complaint for racial discrimination.
Right. Yeah. They said you can't.
Oh, I could have.
Oh, okay.
But I was making an example. I'm like, so this individual saying that they're intimidated by me, that they are triggered by me because I'm a big black man. I'm supposed to behave differently around them because they're a woman and I'm a man.
I'm not supposed to cower myself and make myself smaller.
So then I want to file a complaint for racial discrimination.
I was told by looking at somebody I was being aggressive because the way I was looking at them.
I could tell. I could see that.
And I said, so you want me to look away when I talk to you?
I ain't gonna lie.
Should I not treat you like everybody else and look you in your eyes when you talk? Show you the same respect that I show everybody else?
But eye contact is intimidating for some.
Yeah. That's not my fault. I was taught to look a person in their eyes to show them respect when you talk, when they talk. So that's what I do.
Freddie, you've been around this nigga. When that lazy eye get to jumping around, that shit is intimidating as hell.
Yeah, y'all are crazy.
Don't project your eyes on me, nigga.
Dang, ain't shit changed, Raw. Shit.
I think his eye be trying to line up with the gap in his tooth.
You stupid. Oh, you stupid. Not line up with the gap and the
You know you're gonna pay for this all next week, right?
Dang.
I'm not gonna forget this, Easy, just so you know.
Dang. So Easy, you said something that was interesting before we actually, end the show here in a little bit. You said that you were taught certain misandry behavior and things like that through the men that you were around growing up.
Yeah.
Right? Because they were taught it by the women that raised them. So are you saying like women make the rules? Is that what you like? Not saying that that's what you're saying, but do women make the rules, or do you feel like women perpetuate?
I'm gonna speak from a culturally responsive lens. Okay. In a household where you have strong male leadership coupled with a strong female example, there's balance. In a household where you have very strong male leadership and the mom is just a punching bag, you more likely are going to learn how to be a misogynist, and you're also going to learn to perpetuate misandry because you're going to be taught this is how a man behaves and this is a woman's place. Right?
Yeah.
But you're also going to be taught that because this is how a man behaves, a man pays the bills, a man does this, a man does that, a woman's place is in the kitchen. So there are certain things that are left to a woman, right? Now, if you're in a household with strong female leadership and either no male or weak male example, you're going to learn misandry. You're going to learn as a man, take care of her. Buy her shit. She'll like you. You got to talk to her like this. You got to cater to her in these ways, right? But don't let no bitch break your heart.
Or they might look at it as, I'm sorry to cut you off. Sorry. Go ahead.
Mama is always going to be the leading lady in his life. So he's going to pick his mom over his wife every time. Mama get to ride in the front seat on the way to church. Wife got to ride in the back seat. That's a form of misandry.
Mama get bent up like a pretzel.
I think that with that situation though, sometimes too, some men can expect women to be like my dynamic, a motherly figure, and do everything for them as well, because the women were doing everything.
Yeah.
So that I feel that could go both ways too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think at some point women got to understand that yes, y'all do rule the fucking planet. But I think sometimes women believe that ruling the planet means I got to yell, scream, kick, and do all this extra shit to do so. You really don't. A lot of times y'all could say absolutely nothing and completely command the room, the house, the building, everything.
You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to lie and scheme. Yeah. You just speak your voice and communicate.
But a lot of them don't understand that. So they feel like by me, I have to show out to do it. No,
they've been taught that at some point in time.
Yeah, every man on the planet is going to cater to y'all no matter what. I get the whole when people say that happy wife, happy life shit. I get why people say it, because at the end of the day, you want to see your wife happy, but that don't make the house happy.
We got the creeps, ladies.
Yeah, as long as I keep you happy, you gonna keep the whole house happy. I get that. But if I'm not happy, the house not happy either. So I get what Easy was saying with the happy spouse, happy house.
I've never understood 100%. Happy wife, happy life, because he is a part of the equation as well. Like, I don't get that.
You also got to remember, every dude wants to see his woman happy. Every dude.
I hope they do.
Yeah. But at the same
might
time,
not look the same for every dude, but every dude does.
Yeah. At the same time, though, while every dude want to see his woman happy, it's also women have to want the same thing, and I see
be receiving of it
too many relationships where she's happy, he's not, and she could give two fucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that too.
Because her happiness is the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
That's a form of misandry to you. It's not caring about
Absolutely,
you.
to the world.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying. Just saying. That could just be
Well,
selfishness, not necessarily, you know. Anyway,
I hope we.
but we go ahead, Draymond.
Oh, I was just. I hope we all could get to a place one day, as men and women, that we could just coexist and realize that we could just make each other happy.
I think that
So it
time
doesn't have to be so much of a, you know.
I think that time will happen when we all like have genitalia like Ken and Barbie. I just feel like that's once they
That's
slick
probably
over on
that's
plastic, that's
that's
when
probably that's probably gonna happen when we have all mixed races.
I think so. I think
It's gonna
so.
happen on that planet where it's nothing but women.
Yeah.
Ew, I don't want to. You know how fishy that planet's going to
No,
smell, bro.
Yo.
it's gonna
Son.
happen. It's
And
gonna
then
happen because
not only that, if it's a planet full of women, you know, all of our cycles is going to link up at the same time.
Oh,
And it's
it's
going to
gonna
be a whole
hey,
problem. It's going to be a whole planet
listen,
full of bad, mad bitches. I don't
Mars
want to
will
be on that planet.
Mars will no longer be the red planet at that point.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. You know
So,
what that it'll smell like pennies.
pennies. I was about to say that. That's so
neither one of
funny.
y'all,
Nickels.
neither
Mercury.
one of y'all would go on the planet with all women and get away from all the men.
I'd
I
rather
I love men.
I
What?
was gonna say
Please.
I'd rather be near all the dudes because I'd rather, you know, I know what they gonna want from me. These women, they gonna play mind games with me, and then one gonna act like she my friend and try to eat my pussy at night or something. I already know that tricky bitch.
Yo, she gonna pull a Ronnie on you.
Yeah, she'll be like, she gonna be like, I'm your best friend. You better
That
get,
one-
you know,
Hold on. She said, I know that tricky bitch.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I've
She
had a
gonna
friend like that. Hey, let's mess around. I'm like, no.
and they like,
What
I know
happened?
you because you know, no, you don't. I'm not. I might be a little tomboy, but I love dick,
y'all
man.
know the crazy thing because women often talk about how their male friends, right? They're afraid their male friends gonna, and it rarely ever happens, right? The female friends, them chicks always, they be pushy too. They be
It's-
pushy. Go
So
ahead.
for me to read, men and women are dogs and cats to me. I could read a dog, I could take care of a dog. I could read a man, I could all of that. Women, I'm not quite sure. Like I thought she was cool, but she fake as fuck. Damn. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we about to get out of here. Who had the final thoughts today? Was it easy?
No, it
You
was
got
raw.
all the wrap ups?
It was
If there's
raw.
no wrap Hector got the 5 minutes voguing, but he ain't got it. Who doing? Oh, okay.
All right, so let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it funky. Misandry shows up in every single corner of life. We ain't getting away from it. We ain't dodging it. It is what it is. And yes, it has taken over the internet. Do I believe that women hate men as much as they do? No. But it sounds good to say it. Why? Because people are going to click on that video. People are going to watch that video. People are going to share that video. The videos where all the women say, "Oh, I love men," those don't get shared as much because it's not breathtaking, if you will, because people don't care. They're not supposed to like us, even though they love us. It's fucking amazing. It's weird at the same time, but as men, we've got so accustomed to it, so used to it that it just is what it is. Ladies, stop assuming that men's supposed to just change because you feel like they're intimidating. You feel like they're angry. Every man ain't, most of us ain't even paying attention to y'all sometimes. A lot of times we walk into a room and it's just people in the room. Me, myself, male, female, y'all all the same to me. If I ain't fucking you, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm just saying it is what it is. That's not me being rude. That's not me being negative. That's not me saying anything against you. That's just me being 100% honest. If we are not fucking, you are another person, another human being to me. In the work environment, come on, y'all got to relax. Y'all really got to relax. Misandry is not a reason for you to not do your job. You still got a job to do. Nobody's intimidating you because they're asking you to do what you're actually getting paid to do. You literally signed up to say, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and y'all going to pay me to do X, Y, and Z. So that man saying, hey, you did X, but you didn't do Y and Z, he's not trying to intimidate you. He's your supervisor saying, hey, you didn't do your job today. That doesn't make him intimidate you. Why are you scared of that? Because if a woman was saying it, you'd be saying the same exact thing. So y'all got to cut it out. Misogyny, misandry are both the same exact thing. Regardless of how y'all want to shape it, try to flip it, try to turn it into something different. They both the same. They're fake. Nothing is real about it. You really don't hate the opposite sex as much as you think you do, or you want other people to believe you do, because it's not true. It is what it is. Cut out the intimidation tactics, fall back, relax, and enjoy being on the planet with men and women. Because like Freddie said, that's going to be a fishy ass planet. If all y'all bitches go there and y'all cycles connect together, God, I feel sorry for y'all. I'm just saying, y'all rolling around in penny juice and sweat. It is what it is. But until next week, we out this bitch. Deuces.